Late. Always late. If she hadn't slipped as her foot hit the bottom step, she would have hurried right past them with no notice at all. But her knee hit the cold, wet pavement, and as her hand slammed down to break her fall, it clutched the little clump of wet feathers that were partly frozen to the ground. She recoiled, memories of stinky, dirty seagull feathers littering her childhood summer lakeshore where she ran, flying, through cool beach breezes alongside dark waves lapping against the wet sand, came rushing to her mind. As she dropped the feathers back to the concrete, they glinted in the sun that had just broken through the clouds. She could not resist the urge to pick them back up and tuck them deep into her coat pocket. They were quickly forgotten. That evening, she iced the welt on her knee and her bruised hand. The cubes melted and dripped down her leg and arm. She remembered the feathers. Slowly pulling them out of the pocket, she noticed they weren't like any bird feathers she had ever seen. She filled a glass dish with warm water and gently pushed them below the surface. Do feathers have scales? How did they catch the light like that? After pulling them out of the water and softly stroking them with a towel, she held the feathers up to the warm light of the kitchen. Turning them slowly, she was able to see that each barb was the thinnest, finest splinter of colored glass she had ever seen. The colors of sea glass: green, gold, soft turquoise. The glass she had carefully collected from the beach at the summer lakeshore, hidden in between the dirty seagull feathers. She gripped one barb with her fingertips and bent it as far as she could, but it wouldn't break. Exhausted, she laid the feathers on her desk next to an old, heavy magnifying glass that belonged to her grandfather. She fell asleep to a mix of wonderings and memories of sea glass and flying. The next morning, she was up before the sun.